let's set the stage. Let's tell a story.
Yeah, go.
About what has happened. So, for any of Loba's viewers who don't know, I don't do content full time. Obviously, I got a full time job.
Me too. I gotta
do what I gotta do. So I actually was in Florida for work, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be in Florida anyway. From the Great White North, that's cold all the time. I'm gonna stay where it's nice and sunny.
Exactly.
I'm gonna enjoy myself. So I was originally just supposed to come over for a night, get together. We've been friends for a while, and I was like, hey, I'm in the area. Let's get together. And then I was supposed to go to the rest of the weekend at another friend's place. But unfortunately, this friend and his family all got COVID.
Bro, all got sick.
Yeah, and so that was just like a bit of a wrench in the works.
Yeah,
a bit of a wrench. And so Lobo was like, bro, I got you.
Yeah.
Bro, I got you.
Yeah.
And I was like, bless.
Dude.
Bless up. So we ended up staying. I was supposed to leave Saturday morning, but ended up sticking around. And then it's been a banger weekend.
Bro, it's been like a lot of fun. Like, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was super good. We hit up Universal for the first time. I'd never actually been to Universal Studios.
Yep.
It was real good.
I gave him the strats because I go there all the time. So
we went to Diagon Alley, Harry Potter section in Universal Studios. We went around, where else? We did the Transformers ride. We did Men in Black. We did
the classic.
We did
E.T.
E.T. Fast and Furious. We were absolutely like flying through the park. And now, look, here's the deal. We were both a little bit nervous when we started out because when we got there, we made a mistake. Well, I don't know about a mistake.
Wait.
But normally when you want to go to an amusement park, you give yourself lots of time.
Yeah.
But a lot of this was like a spontaneous last minute decision. So we didn't actually get to the park until like 4:30, almost 5 o'clock. By the time we were like entering the park, we'll say. Like we got there like, whatever, closer to 4. But by the time we were like entering the park, it was like 5 o'clock. And it closed at 4.
Dude, yeah.
4 hours is a pretty tight timeline.
It is, yeah. We were like
Universal Studios. So when we went in, one of the first attractions, rides, experiences, I think is what they call them. One of the first experiences we walked into was like the Minion one, where you become a Minion or whatever.
Oh yeah, you like turn into a Minion or whatever. Yeah.
The line was rough. Cool. Line was rough. We were not too bad. Waiting a few minutes there. But, we made it through. We got him while we were in line for the Minion ride. Both of us, we talked about this later. Both of us were a bit like...
Yeah, that was like a 30-minute ride. Yeah, like we had to wait a while for that one.
I was a little nervous. a little nervous, but we were like, it's fine. Let's do the other long ride first. So then that's when we went to the Harry Potter ride. And then at that point...
Yeah.
We were very nervous. So we went into the single rider line. And when in the single rider line, it's kind of like a little bit of a hack because you kind of sneak a little bit further up the line. They kind of just squeeze you in a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But when we were there, it was rough.
Yeah, bro.
That Harry Potter line, I kid you not.
God. And we went, so...
It might have been like an hour.
Yeah, and another strat is like when you do these rides, if you're just like in a short group, like a small group, you should be doing like single riders, like... But I don't know if it was better to do single for that one or not.
No, it definitely wasn't. But I got a quick shout out to Itoma. Thank you, brother, for popping in. I'm like half streaming here.
Yeah,
we're kind of on YouTube, so I don't think you could shout out. I don't freaking know, bro. Okay, look, I appreciate you. Thanks for popping in my head. And thank you to everyone else who's popped in my chat.
Yes.
Sorry, we couldn't get my chat.
And the other, it was kind of complicated, but
we got it here. But anyway, we made it through Minions. We made it through the Harry Potter world.
Yep.
And then at that point, we were like, okay, we gotta get the wheels on. But I'm gonna be honest though, the Harry Potter ride was sweet.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Was by far my favorite area. But we walked through, we did that, and then from there,
where did we book it to? We
went to another. Oh, the Mummy.
Oh yeah.
So after getting absolutely sewered by the single rider line for Harry Potter, we were like, yo, let's go do the Mummy. And then we were kind of on the fence. We were like, should we try this?
That one said 30 minutes also, and we did single rider, and we were like literally next. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
That one was totally worth it. We basically like went up straight up to the line. What was that?
That was Voldemort.
Freaking Voldemort.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. So it was good.
We actually saw him there. That's funny. Yeah, we saw Voldemort.
I need this. Wait, I need my one. So it was a good time. We did the Mummy. Mummy was sick. We were saved by Brendan Fraser. Always appreciated.
Yep.
And then, yeah, from there, we started flying at that point. So that point actually was kind of a bit of a turning point where things started to go our way. So after wasting like half our time, there's one other delay. After the Mummy, we went to the whatever rocket. What's it called?
Oh, bro, yeah, it's a Rip Rocket. Yeah,
Hollywood
Rip Rocket. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
We
were like next.
We were
pretty much.
feeling good because we just got like next on like Mummy, and then we went there and we were like basically next on like the rocket ride.
Mm-hmm.
What happened,
bro? It got delayed, and we were like there for like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah. It got delayed, and then it got delayed, and then it got delayed, and then we were talking to the worker there, and I went up to the guy who was kind of controlling some of the gates and chains, and I was like, "My man, what's happening?
Yeah, how long is this gonna take, bro?"
And he's like, "It's kind of 50-50. It's 50-50."
I think if we would have actually stayed, we would have probably missed every other ride.
I think we would have.
Yeah,
it was delayed.
It was still.
A while.
Yeah, and then we'll tell them at the end.
So after we did like the 30, we were like, okay, you know what? We can't. We're gonna miss out on like so many other rides. We can't do this. Let's just dip. And so we're feeling a little bit sour. But this is where everything turned around after this.
Bro, yeah.
So the first two rides, very delayed. Third one, completely delayed. Couldn't even do it. But now we're like, let's move. We walked to Transformers. We get on the Transformers experience. I kid you not, we literally walked to the front of the line. We walked to the front of the line, boom, locked in there, in the ride, we're gone.
Yep.
Finish that one up. We're like, okay, let's go do Fast and Furious. Same thing.
Easy.
Walk in, walk to the front of the line,
boom.
Boom.
Done.
Both those banged out in like, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, we caught up. We caught up on schedule. Where did we go? After
Fast and Furious, we went straight to Men in Black.
We went to Men in Black.
We went to Men in
So a
Black,
bit of a walk, but you know what? We're hustling now because we got like an hour and a half left.
Yeah.
We're hustling now. So we hustle it over to Men in Black. We get in there. Boom.
Done.
Front of the line. And we're like, this is sweet. We're now killing it. We're
honestly,
like, okay,
that's like the best time to go. Right?
Yeah, it was
like later is better.
If you were a season's pass holder, those last 2 hours, we walked on to everything.
Yeah, it was so easy.
So there, we're hustling over to ET, and we're like, you know, if we can hit ET, like, boom,
done.
We've crushed today. We hit all the major attractions. It's gonna be good. So we get into ET, bit of a wait outside, but we're like, you know what? There's like no one else here. It's gonna be fine. Plot twist: there's a line inside after the first line.
Yeah,
which
and it was actually pretty packed. Like that was packed.
We walked in,
and it's not like that. It's not a serious ride.
It was packed all the way basically to the entrance, right up to where the express lane starts. That's how I knew. I was like, oh,
yeah, we're gonna be here.
It's full. So we stood there for like maybe like 15, 20 minutes, and this is our last ride, our last experience we got lined up. So we're like, you know what? Why don't we were gonna have and then from there we were gonna go back to Diagon Alley because I thought it was really cool. Lobo was like, yo, let's get some butterbeer.
Yeah, because you never had one. So we're like, we have to try it.
If you don't know this about Diagon Alley, you can use wands.
Yeah.
To actually activate things.
But tell them about ET. What happened?
That was crazy. So our motivation was like, you know what? We've done a lot.
Yep.
We've done a lot of experiences. Why don't we go spend before the park closes in, I kid you not, 15 minutes. So we're like, you know what? We want to go get a butterbeer. Park closes at 9. Let's just go. So we turn around, we jump out of line, we start walking out. A couple employees by the entrance, and a guy kind of looks at us and he's like, oh, where are you guys going? And I went, hey man, this line's way too long. Ain't no way I've got time for that I'm waiting for this line to finish up. Not this late. And we're about to leave. The guy comes over behind us and goes, do you want to skip the line? Want to skip the line? And I go, are you serious? But he looks at us and goes, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And we're like, okay. So we go down this separate aisle. I believe
it's for handicap usually, I think.
So it's like an accessibility aisle. It's we go down the special aisle.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And literally, I kid you not, walk to the front of the line. He's like, here you go, fellas. You're up next. And we walked on to the next ride. We skipped 35, 40 minutes of waiting.
Yep.
Walk onto the ride. Boom, we do the ET experience. Now, not going to lie. I had nightmares that night.
Yeah.
First half the ride's amazing.
Oh my God, yeah.
Second half that ride's absolutely freaking
Terrifying, yeah.
Absolutely
And
terrifying.
they showed things that like you don't even see in the movie. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like it's kind of weird.
It's super weird. I swear there's an ET sequel that I missed where they go back to his planet and it's horrifying. It's literally horrifying to watch. Maybe the chaperone tour
Yeah.
line. Maybe.
Yeah,
It could've
maybe.
been.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
Could have been.
That's a good point. So then, but yeah, we get on ET and then we're like, let's go, let's hustle. At this point, Loba's about to pass out.
Bro, we had no water like the whole time we were there. Like I was dying. We had no water.
Those 4 hours, we were hustling. That we had like some sandwiches and snacks with us. We're walking and eating because we're like, we don't have time to stop. We got a motor, and we didn't have any water or anything. So we're Loba's running on fumes, but we're like, we can make it. We can still do it. We do it. We hustle back to Diagon Alley, hustle into the line, and we're like literally like the last two people in the line. And we sneak in there, and we get our butterbeer.
Bro, it was so good. And a bottle of water because I was dying.
Yeah,
I needed to get the bottle of water. Oh my god, it was so bad.
but it was delicious.
Yeah, that was good. You didn't get the frozen one.
No, but it's still cold.
It's still cold. Yeah, I just like frozen stuff better. I don't know. I like the slushy feeling.
Yeah,
Like it's cool. Yeah,
it was hot. So like, you know what? Fair enough. But I wanted to get just like the OG,
Yeah,
the first time experience. I
Yeah.
wanted to get the OG. So we got some delicious butterbeer, and then we realized something. They weren't like
completely closed. Yeah.
kicking people out. We
They
were just like,
weren't.
oh, we have a minute here.
Yeah.
So let's go cast some spells.
Yeah, bro.
So Loba knew all the spots and was like, look, man, let me show you. Let me get you up with
I
this.
have brought my wands because I've bought wands already from before.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, we have to at least take advantage of like them not kicking us out. So let's just do the spells, man. It was a lot of fun.
So
Yeah,
I
it was really cool.
I was walking around. I was dropping some Crucios. I
Yeah.
was dropping some Avada
Avada
Kedavra.
Kedavra.
I was out dropping all the major curses.
Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh.
No, I was doing some Wingardium Leviosa.
Uh-huh.
It's not Leviosa.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was a ton of fun. And then because we were there a little bit later too, there's a big dragon in the park that can like fire off. And we were there and it was just like popping off, shooting flames.
Yeah.
And it was so cool to see.
We were speed running. Yeah.
Speed running to Azkaban.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. That was
yeah. Or-
You did a lot of spells, man.
I did.
It was a
Honestly,
lot.
it was hella fun.
You
Hella
did a
fun.
lot, man.
From there, like we enjoyed our leisurely exit.
Yeah.
We tried to sneak back onto the Rip Ride Rocket. Didn't work out. They wouldn't let us. So that was the one thing I guess technically we missed.
Yeah.
That was on our list, but it was good. Walked our way out, and then we were there so late we got to see like a fireworks show.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. I've actually never seen the fireworks stuff.
Scurdy, we got two
Oh my
muggles drunk on butterbeer trying to Avada Kedavra a wall.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Scurdy.
Like today was pretty good. Today was
Yeah,
super
there's a
chill.
little bit of an epilogue here. Was whenever I come to Flow Rida,
Yes.
I have to go to the beach. It's just like
It's like a ritual.
like if I'm gonna come all the way down here, I want to enjoy the sun. I want to
Yeah.
enjoy myself.
Yeah.
So we went out to the beach today. Went to the beach. Let's go get away.
That was fun.
And it was good. It was just honestly that's like pretty much all we did today. But it took up the day. We left this morning, got some food on the way, some McDonald's
Yeah, it was good.
or McDicks.
Yeah, dude, honestly,
people
like
like to call
that
it.
beach was pretty nice, man. It was really cool.
Went out, enjoyed ourselves. We just
We just talked like a bunch of crap. It was great.
we just talked shit about so many people.
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't do that.
Like you said,
No, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but we did. Yeah, but we did talk about like just gotcha and like life and like everything. Like
Yeah.
it was just great.
And
Yeah, it
then
was chill.
went out and fought some waves.
Yeah, that was
Some
crazy.
Wuthering
Waves. Yeah, we did. That was.
And then literally played Wuthering Waves on the beach.
Yeah, we did. We started doing polls because we got free 10 polls today.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, let's see what we get. And then he got the broad blade on standard. What pity was it?
8.
Yeah, that was crazy.
In 8 pulls, I got the broad blade.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a free temple right
Loba
there.
getting the 2-week ban right after Tech.
Oh my god.
Great.
No, I'm not gonna get that. That's crazy.
Are we gonna talk shit about Frogan?
No,
Is that what we're doing
I don't
today?
know. I'm not.
And then that was pretty much it. And then just like literally we just got the crap kicked out of us in the water by the
Yeah.
waves. The waves were huge today. And then we got burnt.
Yeah, we got a little color.
Fortunately, Loba's camera's doing me some favors. Because
Yeah,
like
it doesn't look that red actually.
yeah, it's actually come through well. I'm quite burnt. So whatever color correction and crap you got going on here. Wait, did you just post that?
No, he did. He did. It's the turtle dancing.
Oh shit.
I forgot that I had that command. Oh my god, it was so long ago.
Oh, I see turtle.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, when did you have time to post that?
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm so good at streaming.
Yeah,
That is
it's been
actually-